Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this replay review of Mr. Grubby playing versus one of the best humans on the Warcraft 3 Champions server. Yesterday, Grubby played Warcraft 3 on Warcraft 3 Champions in competitive games since 8 p.m. European time to 2 a.m. almost. He has been playing non-stop. So Mr. Grubby is back in this try hard mode. He's playing so much. Maybe it's the result of his tournament that he organized. He casted games, so he feels a little bit more competitive. I know that he has this goal of getting 2,500 MMR, and you may say, Saul, how good it is? His opponent is exactly 2,500 MMR. Grubby is like 50 MMR short from this goal, so this game is quite important to see if Grubby can challenge somebody on this level. Definitely, of course, Grubby with a lot of practice, he could be easily top 20 around the world. That's what Mr. Neo from Back to Warcraft estimated. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday Grubby played Warcraft 3 for almost 6 hours non-stop. That's so many games. In the past, he played like 2 or 3 games and he switched to other game, But not yesterday, not yesterday. So Grubby is back. Grubby is providing Warcraft 3 content and I love to see it. And ladies and gentlemen, he's playing versus human and he's opening old school again. Okay, so the modern meta in this matchup is to play Farseer Headhunter, pressure, then switch. Depends what human plays. Here there is no Warmill. It means there is no Headhunter. So definitely Mr. Grubby is playing, I would say, off-meta opener here. But somebody like Grubby, he can define his own meta. And yes, let's be the meta judge here. What is going to happen? He's making the second burrow, but he will tech with 1 ground, I presume. We are playing on Tide Hunters, Makrura friendly map. Makrura for everybody. Makrura, yes, this monster in the middle is called Makrura. By the way, this giant sea turtle drops permanent level 2 item. So it's a very good item. It can be close +5, for example. That's what Mr. Grubby wants. Okay, and it's permanent level 1. Caster, man. Okay, it's permanent level 1. But look, to forget about this disaster. Look, Mr. Grubby left the wolves behind because he wants to open double green camp. That's interesting. Look, he will summon the new wolves and he will get level 2 if he clears the camp with double permanent level 1 item. He's checking out his opponent. Okay, his opponent is not creeping the top, so it probably means that it's a 2 farm tech. Let's see about that, because with 2 farm tech you don't creep that greedy. Let's count the farms. No! Okay, it's 2 farm tech. You see? There are only 2 farms. It means that human is creeping what we call evasion creeping, right? He will have only 3 footman. And he's trying to creep like small camps and hide from the orc. But there is no hiding from Mr. Grubby. Yes. So our opponent is going for rifle caster with fast MK. You see, only 3 footies. So when opponent opens like that, there is no danger into our burrows. So there is no need to rush a spikes upgrade in the war mill, but Mr. Grubby is not even going for the war mill. And orc loves to trade at this stage of the game, because yes, human doesn't have like single target healing, and look at this, Grubby with the body blocks, but denied by the opponent archmage. Of course, there is no break points now, so Grubby would be just level like 2.1, but in Warcraft 3 on pro level, every single thing matters. So, but Mr. Grubby with body blocks, as you can see, he played yesterday for freaking a lot of hours. So Mr. Grubby is definitely in a good shape. We have 3 grants. Okay, so again, this is off meta. So if you are an old school player, you can say, Saul, this was popular in like 2008 versus human. I don't know, guys. I have been active since like 3 years, and in versus human you open with headhunters. That's what the meta is. Even versus mass footies, you like to open headhunters. Mr. Grubby is investing into a lot of grants, so he needs to show me. Why this is important, because to be honest, I don't know. I think he will switch into something else, but we'll see about that. What is cool with grants, on tier 2 you can upgrade in Barak you have an upgrade available called Brute Strength. And basically the grunts, they will have over 800 HP, because like plus 125, I think, and they will have some additional damage. So if you invest into a lot of grunts, you usually go for this upgrade. Mr. Grubby's shop was ready, so he's healing already, and what a human will do? Human will try to creep level 3 MK or level 2 point something, produce like 3, 4 rifles, 1, 2 priests, 1, 2 sorks, and then human will fight a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That's the plan. That's the plan. Welcome everybody. And be careful, because with this build order that opponent is doing, we have very early Mountain King, and every bolt is a kill basically. Or actually no, there is no Mountain King yet, so it's not that as early as I thought. Okay, so Mr. Grubby is still fine. Another deny. Look at this 2500 MMR human, Mr. Death Note playing as Odys Danger. He denied another grunt, another creep, so that's cool. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening now? Grubby is doing a very smart thing. He's like, okay, I need my second hero to be strong, right? So he's basically slowing down human creeping, like he can't kill a unit here. It's near impossible. And with Bolt Surround, okay, how are your surrounding skill, Mr. Death Note? Ladies and gentlemen, he's missing the surround. It was kinda like in the scale of hard surrounds, I would give it like a 5 by 10. You know, it wasn't the hardest surround, but of course Farseer is quite fast, and Mr. Grubby is just looking for what the opponent is basically creeping. And look at this fast expansion by Mr. Grubby. Okay, the peon is already here. The peon has like gold bug, but that's fine. He can just start, okay. And look at this, Grubby is close, okay, to the MK, but so far, so good. So yes, Grubby is making sure that opponent creeping speed is not that fast. He's adding shamans, he's adding raiders, 0 headhunters for now, and we are going to creep the marketplace. Okay, this camp is a little bit bigger than usual. We have Enraged Elemental here, so they are definitely dangerous. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, level 2 on the TC. What are we going to play? On pro level, you have 2 options, Shockwave or Stomp. And I mean, they are both viable. You have always those 2 options here, besides Aura. But basically, versus casters, if there is like breakers in front, people like to play Shockwave. If there is a lot of rifles, you can go for Stomp, because you can just stun all of the units. So definitely both options are viable, and it's like player preference a little bit. So I have seen both on pro level. Mr. Grubby went for Shockwave. As we can see, he's not spending any mana on his Tauren Chieftain. And yes, so Grubby expanded. Grubby wants to creep jack now, which is totally fine. Level 3 on his opponent Archmage, so it means bigger water elementals. And yes, Grubby wants to fight, but just a little bit. Remember, his expansion is on the way, so definitely Mr. Grubby is not rushing anything here. Militia is coming, this is going to be a hard fight. Grubby got the last hit and the item. Now he needs to escape with the speed scroll. Bolt on the ground. I think it was still worth it, experience and the item, and now the idea is to slow down, but maybe Mr. Grubby is a little bit over committing here. To be honest, I don't know. Heal scroll use. The human is not doing that bad. Remember, Militia is attacking. Mr. Grubby is trading. He used all of the mana before level 3. His opponent MK is on level 2, so this fight looks okay, but it's not amazing. And we need to be very careful to not lose the Farseer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Still, human has a lot of units. Mr. Grubby on 36 supply, so the trade wasn't that good, and expansion is not kicking idiot. And level 3 MK is here. Grubby is teleporting back. The bolt will reach the Raider, and can Raider survive? Yes! Raider did survive, ladies and gentlemen. That was important. Still, do I like this? I think Mr. Grubby committed a little bit, because, you know, there was Militia there, the creep camp was almost dead. And I hope that he will have enough army to stop the aggression on his expansion, because remember, when human gets level 3 MK, it's very rare for human to expand. Human will take Militia and will push your expansion, usually, or the main base, depends. So I think that now Mr. Grubby is in danger. Of course, the longer game goes, the better for him. So like Hero Focus would be amazing here, and I think that Death Note is going to cross the map. He's not making Sword Ladies, which is interesting. Just 4 priests, 4 rifles, and yes, Grubby is trying to slow him down a little bit, but remember, there is a limit to how much time you can buy. And yes, maybe laming. Maybe laming is the option. As we can see, Militia is already here. There is no time to waste. Nice Chain Lightning Shockwave combination kills one priest. But look at this, Brilliance Aura plus priest. That means a lot of healing. And yes, Death Note knows. Death Note knows. This is basically very clear to him that orcs like to expand at the, in this matchup, and he's just going there. He'll make the shop, he'll make some towers, and can Grubby stop him? Grubby has a very interesting position here. He's basically dancing a little bit to the left, trying to stop the main human army to give himself this additional time to use the gold advantage. But again, supply is just even, and just even with expansion is not that great, right? Okay, so we have a lot of Raider, the Shamans are fragile, the Bolt was stopped, ladies and gentlemen. And what is happening here? Welcome, welcome everybody. This is in front. Shockwave used, Grubby is fighting. Okay, the fact that there is some army here, we don't care. Grubby needs to win this fight, to stop the human aggression. Opponent MK has a lot of mana. Grubby with a smart grand move, Lightning Shield on the rifles. Okay, that's important. Opponent got level 4 on Archmage, not that painful. Mr. Grubby, he has no healing scrolls, but he has double invul potions, so his heroes are fine, but the problem is that your heroes may be fine, but your units are dying left and right. The priests are back, so there is no dispel for the wolves, but that's fine. But this MK, we can see why it's so important to get Mountain King to level 3, because he's the carry. He's the carry, ladies and gentlemen. Another clap. Look at this. All of the orc units slowed down by a lot. Grubby still trying to fight, but supply lead goes to the human still. There is no saturation in Grubby expansion. So basically, this is a fight on even income, and it's definitely not going in Mr. Grubby favor. He's trying to go back, and it looks like the TC will go down. This is a disaster, and Grubby says GG. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, early game was amazing by Mr. Grubby. He was basically following the human, he was body blocking the human, and I really like this early expansion as well, and I think that biggest problem was that Mr. Grubby a little bit overcommit in this fight. So he got experience, he got the item, maybe he should just pull back. He decided to continue the fight, the trade wasn't that good. And yes, as expected, Death Note crossed the map and decided to fight. Interesting game. It's cool to see Grubby trying something different than like pro players play. So basically the difference, the game was very standard after early game, but in early game Grubby invested into grunts, not headhunters. That's interesting. And yes, I think with like this a little bit better fight here on the orange camp, he would be victorious. So definitely he is very close to beating 2500 MMR players. And mark my words, if Grubby grind continues, he'll be easily like 2600 MMR even. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider subbing to the YouTube channel. We are almost at 1800. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.